Hello YouTube, this is Zippo on the BeRuud YouTube channel. Before I get into my content for this, I just wanted to say where I got my names. Zippo was actually my pen name. I've done some writing in the past, so I just decided to use a pen name instead of my real name. And then also, it probably tells you all you need to know about the content of my writing. And then also, BeRuud, it's just stupid. I was signing up for DeviantArt about 10 years ago, and the Buccaneers just drafted a middle linebacker by the name of BeRuud. Buccaneers are my favorite team. And I shortened it to BeRuud, B-E-R-U-U-D. Don't know why, I just did. And that is why it's called BeRuud. So, and bigger and better things. So you can see on the screen, we're going to be talking about channels that do shoutouts and why they don't work and they're terrible. Also, we're going to talk about Elder Scrolls versus Dark Souls, and the YouTube copyright strikes that were against my channel about a month ago, and what happened and how I got rid of them. And then also at the end, I'm going to have a big old link about the new Inside Gaming video, the take on Sin City, because that's coming out, and also Sims 4 is coming out, so they do a little parody on that, and it's really, really good. So anyways, on to our topics at hand here. Topics at hand, I'm going to be doing that a lot. I've been trying to research, and the time I have, trying to research and growing my YouTube channel. I'm not looking to make this a career. This isn't going to be my career, but, you know, I'd like to have enough people watch it and enjoy it and have some fun. I just love doing this. This is a lot of fun doing this, and you know, I'm researching how to grow my channel a little bit. If I make a few bucks, that's cool. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. I got a job that's going to pay me a lot of money in about two weeks that I'm joining up with. So, you know, money, yeah, of course, it's important, but, you know, that's not my main goal for this. This is because I love recording the footage. I love commentating on it, even though I'm terrible and weird and gross. A lot of people say I'm gross. And then I also love editing, too. You know, I love doing that, too. So, I wanted to grow my channel. So, I was researching stuff, and somewhere along the lines I stumbled across the YouTube channels that they do shout-outs. It's like, we will shout out your channel every Sunday or every Thursday or something. And so I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So, you know, I subscribed to, I think it was like 3 or 4 different channels that did that. A lot of them have certain stipulations that you have to do. Like you have to subscribe to all the channels that have been shouted out previously or during that one for you to actually be, I guess, lack of better terms, entered into the possibility to get shouted out the following week. So there is, I mean, I had a laundry list of things I want to go over, but I got to make this quick because my previous one that I can cough through, it was like 17 minutes, and I really don't want to put you guys through 17 minutes like this. Number one, if you're gonna have a shout out channel, you gotta have subscribers. If you don't have subscribers, then you're not a shout out channel. You're a subscription whore, is essentially what it is. I mean, there's no other term that could fit that any better. And it boils down to the fact that you're nothing more than like a pyramid scheme where the only person that benefits from that shout out is the person doing the shout outs, not the shout out that receives the shout outs. They're getting nothing out of this. And you say, well, no, that might not be true. Yes, it is. I've done some research. I got it right here. Because I've been researching growing my channel. I also want to do it the right way. And you know what? I'm not looking to get it done yesterday, but I want to at least start taking the steps so that I can start growing consistently. So that it's, you know, it's inspiration. It's worth my while. So it was about 2 months ago I started with this. I blindly just started subscribing to these channels, and then I've since unsubscribed to 3 of those channels. I have one still going just for the fact that I want to see how far this goes and how terrible it is, because the guy in question, I'm not going to mention names or anything, as he's I don't even think he's in high school, and he has all these stipulations. You have to subscribe to all the people that are shouted out. So over the course of the 3 weeks I did it, I subscribed to 9 channels. 8 of them absolutely terrible, horrible channels that I have unsubscribed, and I would ban if I could. I would send to a fiery death because they were horrible channels. And also he has stipulations. You know, you gotta have 1080, you gotta do editing, you gotta have all this other stuff. And meanwhile, 8 of the 9 of the channels that he did during this time that I'm doing my research here, they didn't fit the stipulation. So obviously he's not doing his own research, he's just picking crap out of a hat and calling it a day. And again, he's the one that's getting all the subscriptions. He's grown at a decent level because he's doing it. Everyone else, not so much. And when I say that, here's the first 3 that I started my research on. I'm not gonna mention channel names, just the first one was 98 subscribers. The second one was 512 subscribers, and the third one was 18 subscribers, and that was the 3 for that particular Sunday that channel was giving shoutouts to. Now, I just checked about an hour ago, and the one with 98 subscribers, by the way, the channel was garbage, horrible. It just had Call of Duty stuff, there was no intro, it would only go up to 720, and the audio was terrible. So, he started out with 98, and now almost 5 weeks later, 102. He got 4 subscribers, okay? The 512, he actually had a decent channel. He had a good intro, he had good commentary, he had some Destiny stuff I enjoyed. I'm not going to unsubscribe to him, actually. I'm going to keep my subscription to him. And he has 554, but I'm thinking that, because he has a damn good channel, he has a very good channel, so I figured if he's going to put effort into it, even if I probably won't watch many of his videos, if he puts effort into it, I'll give him my subscription, I'll keep subscribed to him. He deserves the subscriptions he gets, so that one, it's hard to tell what's happened with that, you know, I don't think that had anything to do with the shout-out. Maybe this guy's doing a ton of shout-outs, because there's a lot of channels that do this garbage, and again, it's a pyramid scheme. Of course, I was thinking about doing it just so I can get some subscribers, and I thought, you know what, I don't want that garbage. And then we have the itty-bitty 18 subscribers, and he ended up with 21. Yeah, 21. 3 subscribers. So these people are subscribing to all the other people getting shouted out, subscribing to the person who's shouting out, who essentially is the ringleader of this pyramid scheme, and he ends up with 3 subscribers. So essentially, it's like someone begging and begging and begging for some food, and then someone goes by and gives them a stale piece of crust. There you go. And have fun. And you can love me and worship me and keep subscribing to my channel. But it's a joke. So essentially, 98 went to 102, 18 went to 21. I can't really talk about the other one because it just appears like he had a really good channel and he was moving anyways, whether he got that shout out or not. So these don't work. And I advise you to stay away from them because they don't stick to their stipulations or their regulations. They randomly do them, they skip them, they forget about them. I mean, they're 9 out of 10 times they're terrible channels. And the bottom line is, and I'm not sure if I even mentioned this, he had 280 subscribers himself, so the person shouting out was essentially shouting out to 280 subscribers. That's like yelling in an empty room. And I got people texting me here, shouting to an empty room. And if you don't have 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000, don't do it. Okay, when you go to sign up for these, or you want to subscribe and you want to grow your channel, and you feel that this is the best way to do it, which it isn't, make sure they have subscriptions. Make sure they have thousands of subscriptions, because otherwise you're going to be waiting a very long time for absolutely nothing. Nothing. Okay, on to our next topic. That's going to be my disappointment in a lot of the gaming community, especially the younger people. And I guess I understand it. When I was younger, I didn't give a shit about much of anything, so I can't argue too much with that. But I was trolling around on Mr. Rex's Twitch. He was streaming Oblivion, and we had people bad-mouthing Oblivion. And it was really disasserting that they don't take account the fact that if there wasn't Elder Scrolls, the whole series, the Elder Scrolls, all the way back to Daggerfall and Arena, up to now, I'm pretty sure Dark Souls wouldn't exist. If it did, it would be nothing like it is. Who knows? Maybe it would even be better. Maybe they would have went farther and went better, trying not to be different than the Elder Scrolls. But I mean, I've played Dark Souls. I played it for about 3 hours, and I just couldn't take it anymore. It was a hack and slash, and I had to learn to like tumble or avoid to beat a boss. And the boss fights were pretty dumb and ridiculous. The AI, or the artificial intelligence, was terrible in the game. I mean, this was the first one, not the second one, so I can't speak for the second one. And after a while, I was just like, okay, I'm not getting satisfied playing this game. When I play the Elder Scrolls, I can explore. If I want to go hardcore into a quest, I can do that. Or I can just go and explore and look at really cool stuff. They add a bunch of stuff to it. It's great. But going through the chat, which is always a mistake, because you always got absolute idiots in there, they're talking about how Dark Souls is way better than the Elder Scrolls, and, you know, if that's your opinion, that's fine. I have no problem with that. And that, you know, I mentioned, I go, well, that's fine, but without the Elder Scrolls, Dark Souls probably wouldn't exist. And I believe Mr. X agreed with me. But they were like, oh, you're dumb. You don't know what idea what you're talking about. I go, okay, what's the first Elder Scroll game that you ever played, that you first ever played? And they were all like, oh, this one, Oblivion, or Skyrim. And it's like, you never even played Morrowind? You never played Arena? Daggerfall? Anything like that? It's disappointing that people would come to that conclusion. I kind of rate it to something similar to people used to always get up in my grill when I talk about the Beatles. Now, it's changed since. This was about 10 years ago. I'm starting to really appreciate the Beatles a lot more, but I don't like I never liked the Beatles music. It's not my style, not my bag. I don't like it. But I always had a disclaimer. They're one of the best bands, and without them, half the bands wouldn't exist nowadays. So I give them full 110% credit. Just like, you know, you can't discount the history of a genre. And without the Elder Scrolls, where would RPGs be? They would be much worse, in my opinion. Because I really feel that the Elder Scrolls has blazed the path for the RPGs and gained and created quite a following that a lot of people will, because it's like 5-6 years between their games, you tend to start looking for other things to kind of satisfy that and move on. And Dark Souls is one of them. In comparison, I think Dark Souls is. I mean, I would if I give Elder Scrolls 10, I'd give Dark Souls a 5. I mean, it doesn't even touch Elder Scrolls in my mind. It doesn't have any of the depth, no depth whatsoever. It's just hack and slash and move and sit at a campfire. That's all you do. But now that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So I guess my point is, before I move on to my next topic, is, you know, understand the history of gaming before you open your mouth. Otherwise, you just look like an absolute moron, and that's what they look like. They look like morons. And a lot of people in that chat was agreeing with me, saying, well, yeah, dude, you people need to understand the video game history before you can open your mouth about Dark Souls. Go play Morrowind. Even get it revamped. Play Oblivion through. You'll understand how great they are and how this company and this gaming line has created this huge following and has probably all these new games that are similar to them have them to thank for it. So, okay, so I've beat that dead horse. Let's go on to my copyright claims. About a month ago, I received email and then a thing through my YouTube stating that I'm using copyrighted music on my Elder Scrolls Skyrim Myths and Legends. Now, I was like, what? Did it? I don't think it. No, because a long time ago, I realized, because most of my early videos all got copyrighted striked or taken off of YouTube because I wasn't that. I didn't care. I just threw on a song that I liked, and that was it. And obviously, the company that holds the rights to the song didn't like that, so the song was I Dunno by an artist named Grapes, and it was created in 2008. Now, some jamoke, some absolute retard, decided that they wanted to take the song, which was a pretty good song. There was no lyrics to it or anything, and it fit my the Myth and Legend because it was kind of haunting type of cool little progressive piece, and so they took the song and they cut like old movie or possibly TV clips, voice clips over top of it, and made it sound terrible, ruined the song essentially, and they call it like Mutt and Jeff or Mrs. Mutt and Jeff or something, and there's a website out there, Tune Avenue or something like that, is now what they're doing is they're gathering all this music, pretty much kind of like this kind of music, not necessarily, like Nicki Minaj or anything like that, but just like these kind of songs that are catchy and all that, but don't, not necessarily going to be played on the radio, and they want to compile it, and then you can go to them for $15 a month and use any of these songs you want, which, and when you look at it, the grand scale of things, that's not a bad idea. There's way too much free stuff out there, that I would ever do that, but I mean, if someone was, desperate and they wanted to do that, they can do that. But from what I'm gathering is this company that is offering this service is taking a bunch of these Creative Commons, which is free to use with the correct credit. You give them credit into the description of your video, which I do for every single video, and they're pawning it off as their own, and they put out a YouTube copyright strike out there, and a bunch of channels got nabbed for it because it's actually a song by Grapes called I Dunno. I-Dunno. I can't even say it correctly. I Dunno. And I sent YouTube back stating that this was fair to use under the Creative Commons. I sent them the link to the song, a link to the page that states that it's free to use, and as long as you credit them, which I did, and within a day or two, they removed the strike, saying, hey, they didn't review it in, I think it was 31 days. I'm like, you just sent it to me 2 days ago. But the email stated that it wasn't, wasn't reviewed in 31 days, so your copyright was removed. Strike was removed. And but I found the actual song on YouTube, and it's absolute garbage. And all it is a picture of a dog, an old picture of a dog or something like that. I don't even know what that was. It was, and I put on there that, hey, if you're having troubles with this, contact me, and I'll help you get rid of the strike. I want to help out people, and everyone's going, why do I have strike? This is under the Creative Commons on the CC Mixer site, and this was a free one, and I don't know. I think YouTube that's the problem going to be with YouTube, and I'm sure Twitch is having the same problems. That there could be any jamoke that comes up, farts into a microphone, and then says, "Hey, YouTube, any fart that sounds like that, it's mine. Okay, any toot is mine, and you need to copyright strike it." And but the kicker is, and where the scam sets in, is that if they want, that party that claims the copyright can then start getting the advertising revenue off of your YouTube video. So that is something you have to watch out for. If you are choosing a song for a certain video or whatever, make sure you have yourself backed up. Don't grab a song and then get rid of the website. Make sure you keep the website from where you got the song from so you can always refer to it and always protect yourself. Because once I did that, all of a sudden it went away. But all these other people that are not paying attention or whatever, maybe they have that song on a really good video that, gets 10,000 hits a week or something and is bringing in, say, $100 of revenue. They aren't going to get it. That weird site, that Tune Avenue or whatever the hell they're called, is going to get it, because they've claimed the copyright on it. But if you fight it, they don't get it. So that's the new scam. So people go and they find a song that a lot of people use and they claim copyright on it, and YouTube doesn't do any research. Shocker there. And this website is going to get the revenue for that, and these people don't even realize that they're going to get their YouTube check. Say, what the hell's going on? But I can't imagine they wouldn't get that email and that thing on their YouTube. I mean, I got it right across the top. Hey, you have a video that it has a copyright claim. Please take action. So just fight it. Make sure you fight it and stay after them. I did the claim once, and I was going to do it again in about a week if I didn't hear back from them and fight the claim. And but they released it right away because I think they know. I don't know how their system works, but it can't be all that good. And I think Twitch is going to end up, when they come jumping over to YouTube, they're going to have the same problem. Same damn problem. So, well, thanks for everyone for bearing through this. I actually made through this without hacking a coffin too bad. There's a couple spots you could probably hear me edit in and out because I could feel my voice ready to go, and I was ready to, like, spit out a bucket of goo out of my mouth. But right now I should have the a little thing on the video here that's a clip from the Inside Gaming IG Sim City video. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. I think you should take a look at it. It's only like a minute long, and it's just so well done. If you know the people, I watch them daily, so I mean every single day I watch them. So you get to know them, and this is just fantastic. This is. So again, everyone, thanks for listening, and I'll probably do this again, and this is probably more for me than anyone else, just to get this stuff off my chest. I just wish I would be able to speak correctly, so I don't have to keep editing in and out. I lose my train of thought. I have ADHD real bad, and I no longer have insurance, so I don't have Ritalin to help me along. I know, you didn't need to know that, but you know it now. So this is Zippo on the BeRuud channel, just signing off, saying have a good one, and comment, and subscribe, and like, and I don't know. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Take care.